Hello world, this is JWP, J Ward Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. For around 20 years, I've been mixing and mastering music, rapping, songwriting, recently started singing, along with everything else that goes with music production, such as graphic design and editing, photo editing, video editing. And for around 15 years, I've been using SynthEdit to make my own audio plugins. Check out my website, jwpsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, you can find my GoFundMe by searching for JWP Fund. To hire me for mixing, mastering, instrumentals, custom plugin work relating to music, I can be reached at jwpmas@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, follow. Alright, so head on, face on, shot. I'm going to be doing some unboxing. This isn't anything specific. I ordered a bunch of stuff for my migration. I call it migration, my move. I guess I'm getting a new place on my own. And yeah, I ordered a bunch of stuff, and I do this generally to make sure that things came sort of, if they came broken, they came broken. Like, I have to document that. There isn't anything serious that I'm worried about as far as electronics. I don't know. I do have these USB port things that I have to test out on the Akai sample. I think I ordered the wrong ones, so we'll find out. However, yeah, it's time to get on with the show. I think I have about many different pieces. I think I even have like a bedding set. Yeah, so I'll be looking at that and seeing if there's any potential like holes in the fabric, I guess. Just checking things, right? So yeah, I'll try. That's why I have the straight on shot here. Let's put these up here for now, and then I'll be out of the way. And I'm not really going to do any BRBs. Oh yeah, and as sort of going with the theme of my unboxing videos, it was sort of unintentional. I'll be using random objects to open things. So today it's going to be a can of tomato juice. And I have a toothbrush. I use toothbrush for backup. So yeah. First up is one of those paper bags. It looks like they have it upside down. Just ripped, I guess. First up, I don't know, Amazon Basics. This is looks like my USB cord. So I ordered a new USB type C to type A because the one that I use for my Akai sample is it's, I don't know, it's a little loose and jiggly. Hopefully this one's better. Maybe it's my port. I didn't even think of that, like my computer port as well. I'm gonna have to like unplug my camera. So I'll throw up the face cam, I guess, my other face cam, just to test this out. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna work. But yeah, here's the cord. I'm not sure what size I ordered. What size did I order? I don't need that much cord. Just 5 feet? Of course, it's a ton of feet. I mean, I guess it could come in handy, right, for reaching, but I don't know if I'm really gonna need that much. I guess somewhere in the middle, like I don't need like 12 feet. What is a meter in feet? I don't even know. Oh, this looks like a meter in feet, so 5 feet. And I don't even know the grade of this. It says like maximum. Yeah, that's like bigger than a meter. So like a meter must be like 4 feet, 3.5 feet. 1.8 meters, so like 2 meters. But it says it can only run to like 40 megabytes, which is fine. But like generally USB-C 2.0 can do like 2 gigs or something, like 5 gigs. So I think it's because of this side, like the USB-A, can't handle that kind of speed. I don't know. Anyway, so time to test it out. It's kind of like not very well built. This is from Amazon Basics. Like if I look at this piece here, I guess you can't really see it on camera. It's too light color. And of course this is going to get all dirty. It's fine. It just looks like it's really poorly made. Like the caulking of the rubber bit is kind of riding up and kind of just like hugging the bottom piece. I kind of like want to scrape it off. But as a guy, I like to keep all the plastic on. I think it's actually just like a plastic coating, right? Like in one of those ones you peel off. So eventually it's going to peel itself off. And it says Amazon Basics really small. Again, you can't really see that. So I'll take a picture of it smiling for my thumbnail, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go get the MPC sample here. Okay, so perhaps instead of my camera, I'll disconnect my microphone, and then maybe I can get away with it like that. Because yeah, my other one, it's a little shorter, and it works fine. It's just it does this weird grounding thing, and it does look a little dirty. I imagine that's how this one's going to look in a few years. It's kind of like off-white now. Looks like it's been crawling through the dirt. It's clean. I know someone's going to say, "You didn't do that with cords." Whatever. Yeah, so I'll unplug my microphone and I'll just give it a thumbs up or down. And just to be certain that it works, I'll be able to tell right away too about the whole grounding thing. As well, maybe it's just that one port with the camera. So I'll eventually know. But just like a snug fit, I kind of have to disconnect the camera, eh? Just so I know. Okay, so I'll switch to the face cam, which is kind of already running. Oh, it's covered. So I'll move this over. Yeah, there it is. And then I'll disconnect the camera. And then that's frozen like that. This will give it a good freeze, right? Okay, so I gotta turn on the sample first. So the sample, of course, just a little tiny bitty shooby. Is it doing anything? Yes. So it must have did the screen bit. Okay, so I'll plug that into the same port there. And then I'll turn on the SD card mode. There was a nice slide. It was a nice fit. It wasn't all janky. And no, I can't hear that grounding sound. Maybe now. Maybe I gotta turn the speaker. No grounding sound. And the card works fine. So it's something wrong with the cord. And I'll switch my camera back on here. I'll keep the MPC out because I'm going to be using it some more. Let's put the camera back online. Deactivate, reactivate. And I got to reset my iris. So this is standard iris at 4600. This is with it off, iris off, white balance, I guess. 6500, that's generally what my lights are. And then this is what it's on. And it's adapting, right? But I don't like this like cool color. I prefer this hot saturation. I like. Yeah. And I do have like some filters on. So it is a little hotter than it should be. Definitely my face cam has a lot of filters. Okay, so that's done. All good there. And again, I can just like roll it up. Maybe I will start just using the wire I usually keep, like the twist tie. And I'll just wrap it around everything, I guess. So that, I don't know how much that was, like $6 or something. It was cheap anyway. Amazon Basics is usually low in price. Yeah, so next package. So this one is substantially more heavy. I'm not sure what's in here. This might be the bedding set. And who would have knew you could open things with a can of tomato juice, huh? Maybe not the best idea, like if it opens, it'll explode everywhere. So the used toothbrush. Keeping it to clean my shoes with. I don't really need to anymore. Let's fight with it. Struggle. I have to get like sharp things. Maybe I'll get some like cool letter openers or something. Okay, so next, but yeah, so this is the curtains. The curtains. Oh man, they're really big and heavy. I kind of don't want to open them, but I kind of have to. What's this? What is this? Tamper evident. Seal is broken. Please contact us. Chrome. Extending Chrome. What is this? Second just peel this. Maybe it's something that comes with the sheets or the curtains. Looks like some sort of curtain. Oh, this is my shower head thing. Okay, so I got like a massive shower head, and this is the extender. So I guess I might as well take it out and then just demonstrate that it's not like busted or anything. I can't really run water through it though. Okay, so yeah. It looks like the regular shower head type. I can't move that. Maybe this side? That's supposed to go like this, huh? And this goes into the wall. Right, and then it comes out here. I don't know why I can't move this part. You'd figure like that part, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get a shower head in there. So this aside, and it gave me some little wrench guy, some like washer tape, and some rubber washers. Got 2 rubber washers. And then like, I need to make sure I can open this, because yeah, there it goes. Okay, so yeah, any old way kind of thing. And the shower head will go there. I think I have the shower head. So we'll see. The utter madness that I ordered. But I do cryo. Like, I like to do cryo. I haven't had time. Well, not specifically time. I just don't want to like hold up the shower. I live with family right now, so I didn't want to be like extra 5-10 minutes of just me freezing myself. Okay, so it kind of like clicks out of place, and then you kind of have to like click it back into place, which makes sense. Okay, and then I'll click this guy back in place. Maybe I'll switch upright position. So I'll leave this sort of out too, just to make sure it attaches to the shower head. I'm leaving this out, leaving that out. Okay, so that's there. Now I'm gonna do the, keep these with it. The curtains. I need to know how tall they are. This grommet looks a little small too, but I did the measuring and it says that the room divider will fit through the grommet. So how to do this? So what I'll just like look at them. It'd be easier if I just stood up, okay? So I'll swing my camera that way, and then I'll just open it. Okay. And then maybe I'll have to. So what I'm looking for here is the size. They are 80 by 84, and I'm going to be covering a balcony door or just generally a room, because I want to like room divider. What it mainly is for me is maybe something to shoot in front of. I prefer white. So these are actually going to go in between my kitchen and my den, they call it, the living room, right? And then what that does is it separates the smell, because I prefer to keep the smell of the kitchen out of my living room for whatever reason. Like, it just sticks to things, and it's just a convenience, and it separates the room, and it makes things feel psychologically different. Like, yeah, anyway, tired of explaining. I'm just going to flip the chair and get into. You can actually hear me pretty good. There should be 2 of them. So as I said, they're going to be higher than like normal curtains. They're going to be quite tall. They're supposed to be quite tall. Looking for damage. They are blackout curtains, insulated. So yeah, they look tall enough. This ceiling is a little low. So they should be tall enough to accommodate my needs. So yeah, the ceiling is low everywhere downstairs here. It looks good enough. Okay, so now for damage here. Oh, they're super big. But I am covering a large space. So the body of the curtains are big. They're quite tall. As I was saying, my ceiling is a little low in the basement here, so I couldn't extend them all the way, which is a good sign because they're supposed to divide rooms. It's supposed to keep the smell of the kitchen out of the living room, and then potentially something to shoot in front of. I'm gonna have to get like an ironing board, and I don't know if I should wash them now. They're a little chemically, like they smell like, how would you say? What's the word I'm thinking of? Acrylic? Whatever that smell is, sort of the factory smell, right? Anyway, so those are good. No apparent damage, no extreme damage. Noticeable, the grommets are all good. Moving on to the next thing, because I don't have a whole lot of time. Next box. This box is much lighter. But yeah, my alarm went off for something to remind me to do stuff at a certain time of day, and I couldn't stop it. It was just obnoxiously annoying. But that will get cut out in the final. So if you're wondering why there's a jump there, that's why, because my alarm went off. And yeah. Okay, so in this box, paper. So this is supposed to be for my gravity chair, and then that's mainly my work chair. I'm just gonna open it up and take a look at it, I guess. Make sure it's all good. And this is just padding for the feet. Well, it comes like, well, I guess it has to open. This is padding for the feet. Oh man, this Velcro. This Velcro's on another level. Okay, so it's like a stiff foam that doesn't really expand. There's like some gripping stuff inside there. And I just need to make sure that everything's all good. As I was saying, the last gravity chair I had, it used to like creak and stuff, but besides the point, the footrest, like when I'd leave my feet on it, it would hurt after like extended periods. So yeah, like 20 bucks, 15 bucks or something. Definitely, hopefully gonna help with that situation. Hopefully it fits on the chair. Otherwise, I'll sell it on eBay. Okay, so footrest is done, so I can come back in here. So this is the ones I was talking about earlier. It looks like there's a 2-pack. And I also have a extension, a elbow extension for MPC sample. Okay, so I'll put this back in here. Paper can go back in. I require my headphones. They're there because I need to test the headphones. But before that, I want to test these guys. So these guys, I don't know if you can see on stream, are a I don't know how to do enough for this. I guess I'm not really gonna do Mexican. They're breakaway. So they're like breakaway USB-Cs. It was recommended by someone on the MPC forums. I can't remember exactly which one. I'm like part of 4 different forums, maybe 6, because I'm also part of the Live 3 forum. So I got 2 of them. I thought I was only gonna get 1. And the issue I have is the guy had like the right angle. There's called vertical and horizontal. And I got horizontal thinking, oh, it's gonna be better. However, I didn't take into account that there's like a recording knob there. So I might be stuck with these and having to order new ones in. So moment of truth here. Will they even fit? So they come with this little tray and this little popper guy, I guess. And the point is, well, they're already trying to magnetize here. The point is, if they're like on stage or something, or you're doing something and you have your MPC plugged in and then it like rips away. Oh, that's really tight. It like rips away, right? It's not going to destroy the port. It'll just sort of give up on this bit, and then this bit will pop out, and yeah, it'll like save your port. So moment of truth, is it going to fit? Just barely. It's like sitting right there against the knob. There's like a millimeter, less than a millimeter of space. Can I still turn the knob? Okay, so that's a healthy sign. I can still turn the knob. And then breakaway. Yes, breakaway, and I can also go this way, right? And it's, yeah, there's a lot of space between that and the power button. But as far as like against the... So I took a risk because the one that the vertical one, it sits really like high profile. It kind of sits like that, like really sort of jutting out. Whereas this is really like inline profile, which is nice. So let's test it out here. Of course, I have to kill the camera again. I don't necessarily have to kill the camera. I just kill the microphone. The only reason I killed the camera last time was because of the... I needed to test if this cord is going to create ground in my specific port. So now that I know it won't, I can just use any other port. I have another port on my laptop, but it's running my fan right now, and I'm streaming, so I know my computer is really picky. It's got a bit of, she's got a couple years on her. It might just like kill my stream. So I'm not going to cook my computer. I'm just going to leave the fan running, and I'll kill the microphone because the microphone is easier to recover. So yeah, so this is what this guy does. It just pops in and it magnetizes, and then say like, I don't know, I accidentally, move too hard or something, and it just pops off instead of killing my port. Now this little magnetic bit stays on the MPC sample. So it will be like a bit of a pain if it does pop out while I'm trying to do something. But again, the savings there, the safeguard there is parallel. All right, back with the microphone. So I did test both of them. I was kind of wondering what the little fork was for, but I guess like if it detaches, how are you supposed to get the bit out, right? So yeah, that's what the little fork guy is for. As well, I have 2 USB cords, so I think it's a good thing I have 2 of these things. And then for this one, this sort of bit will go onto my USB-C cord, because I kind of do need the USB-C. Do need the USB-C for performance mode and stuff, like doing all the performance bits. And maybe I'll just double check the C works. And because when I'm live streaming, I like turn it on. MIDI inputs. Yeah, okay, so MIDI's making it. And then when it pops off, just instantly gone. Pops back on. Just instantly back. That's like super convenient. However, there is the event that is going to be annoying. All right, so now the other cord. I'm going to close this. Yeah. Okay, so the other cord is another elbow joint, and this is for my headphones. Because like I was mentioning, I think during unboxing of the MPC sample, that, oh no, it's 1/4 inch or it's 1/8 of an inch, and I was getting confused there, and yeah, and I was worried about like my headphones when they, what's it called? Rap rage. I was worried about like headphones when they, oh, it's all, why? Look at that, like it came like that. It came unscrewed. Okay, so that's fine. It should be okay. Just let me screw it back on. It's fine. I don't know what this spring is for. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I was worried about like something crispy when it like moves and stuff, but I'm noticing my Pro headphones there, what are they called? Bear Dynamic 990 Pros, they already make that sound. So whenever it moves in here, it does that, and it's like super annoying. I don't know if it's just the age of the headphones. All right, so through the power of studio magic, or whatever, how you want to say it, I am back with my stuff. I got all the bits in here. Headphones are here. Break out the headphones. And where's that cord? Okay, so that cord's there. Again, another reason, sort of the elbow is just for, like, this doesn't break away. I don't think magnetic. This also has a screw bit on it. I'm not going to unscrew it though. So just make sure those are tight. Yeah, it's an elbow. At least it doesn't break away. I'm not sure the magnetic with like a pure analog signal would be such a great idea. But it is an elbow, so it'll keep from, at least, you know, it's a little bit more impact resistant, whereas a standard headphone jack here sits so like vertical that it's like it's got a lot more leverage to like snap the inner mechanisms, whereas this has much less leverage, I'd say. It's a little bit of annoying with this long bit here. I don't know if I could like directly connect these guys. I don't think so. It's fine, because when it sits on a lap desk, which it's gonna like hang, and it can just sit. The lap desk I do have coming, I believe, is nice and wide, so it should accommodate it. Anyway, getting into it. So this here, the Bear 990, Bear Dynamic 990, they have two different types of tips. My tip I got was this one, which is the 1/8 of an inch. And they send this like adapter. Another thing I didn't like, I didn't know about the 1/8 of an inch, is it has these threads to attach a 1/4 inch and lock it into place kind of thing. So it's kind of annoying because you got like this little centimeter of lift. Anyway, so I got these attachments. I'm not sure exactly which one it is. None of them look like they have threads. I would have liked it to have been this gold one, but I don't think it is. Yeah, no, it's not the gold one. So there's only one. I'm not sure if it's gold or brass. A lot of times when they gold plate connectors and stuff, it's not specifically for sound quality. I know gold is a better conductor, but specifically it is for, how would you say, rust resistance? Because gold doesn't rust fast? I don't know. Anyway, so this is the one that screws on. We'll go ahead and screw it on. And it should close up the clearance. It doesn't look like it's screwing up. Maybe I gotta give it a little bit of pressure. I can literally see the threads. I don't know why. I just gotta keep screwing. It doesn't seem to be going any deeper. What's going on here? No, it's not going any deeper. And it just pops right back. Okay, so is this even the right one? I can literally see the threads. Are my threads cramped, maybe? Get some pressure. Well, that's no good, man. And these are like the only 4 that I have. No, why? Okay, so I guess what I want is like the least concave. What about this one? Maybe that's like for a different thing? I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure that's the one I got with it. No, this one doesn't have threads either. And this is also monaural, so... No. This one doesn't have threads. I don't see any threads. And of course I got this cheap Radio Shack one. And that one does not have threads either. So, I don't know what's going on here. Because this should just like attach. Maybe I'm going the wrong way? Are the threads backwards? No, it's still not like gripping the threads. I think maybe my threads are toast kind of thing. But maybe I have to like drag a pin through them just to get them to rethread. They do look a little bummed out. That sucks. Tomorrow. No, they're not gonna, it's not gonna bite. Anyway, so I got it that far, and at least it's not like hanging out completely. And then I just want to test it to see how like crackly it is, if at all. Okay, so let's do some crackle test. Not hearing anything. Yeah, no. Nothing. Like I'm wiggling the stuff and it's not giving me any crackle. So it's like super nice. Pop it out, put it in directly. I'm not hearing any crackle either. I think it's just the cord isn't like isolated. I don't know. But the point mainly is to get it from being so sensitive. Like there's still the potential that it might cause damage or whatever, but at least it's less. Okay, so nothing messing about here. I'll pop my USB-C, I'll pop this cord, pop the headphones. I don't know where I want to keep these, honestly. I guess just together. I don't use my headphones a lot. There's not a lot of like serious mixing involved with the MPC. It's nice to hear things high fidelity, because I do believe the higher quality headphones can handle a little bit more pow, you would say. I have taken, like I did buy a headphone amplifier, and it didn't do anything. It actually just tapped out. I thought it was going to push more juice through the headphones, but it didn't. And another reason that I don't like using the headphones is this, like cable management and putting them back in the bag. So the bag is a little too small. I wish it was like a little bigger. I could just toss them in kind of thing and open it up, pull them out. Like a zip off bag would be nice. Okay. And then. Okay, so that's a nice slide, and then they go back to on the microphone's down here. Okay, so far everything is running well. What do I want to do with these? I'll just leave them in the box for now, and with that, because I gotta figure out stuff later. I actually have to head out sooner than later. I have maybe another 10 minutes left, because I gotta get into gear to pack and get dressed and everything. I usually just hang out in my, what's it called? So where do I want to keep, which cord do I want to keep out? I want to keep my USB-C to C out, right? But I'll keep this guy on hand, of course, off to the side. And then on to my last box for the day. I do believe this is like my bedding set, sort of a bed in a bag, as they call it. I'm getting a mattress in a box, and I have a bed in a bag. Okay. So again, I'll just be looking for holes or anything, any damages. And of course, this isn't like a thorough check, so be a little disappointing if eventually, yeah, things don't look good. And I'm pretty sure the shower head is in there. I don't know. Ew. All right. Toothbrush action. Okay, so it is in fact a bed in the bag, and a couple more components here. Okay, so this is my closet thingy. This is the bed in the bag. What is this? Mattress gaskets. Huh? What's a mattress gasket? Did that come with the bed in the bag? So it doesn't look like I got the shower head. A little disappointing, but that's fine. The battle with the toothbrush. No. Don't have to resort to the can. That's part of the video. Back to the trusty old pen. Okay, there we go. So what is a mattress gasket? Oh yeah, okay, so I didn't think these were going to come with this batch. I thought these were going to come later. So what these are the bed frame I ordered doesn't have like those little bits that hold the mattress in place. And I know most mattresses have like a slip-proof surface, but I bought these like a box of 6, I think. Yeah, 6 pieces that sort of like sit at the edge of the mattress on the bed frame to keep it from like shifting around. And then shower curtain. I don't want to open that, but I have to. And this is for hanging this. This is for the shower bit, not specifically like that or anything, but like from the ceiling. This hopefully will hang onto the ceiling. And then I got some wire here that'll support it, because it's probably going to get heavy, and I don't think like you can buy adapters for shower heads, but I won't be allowed to install that kind. So this is the wire here. It looks like one of them. It's supposed to be two of them. I think it is two of them. It's just the other end is different. So let's see. 2-pack, yeah, adjustable. Oh yeah, okay, so that one goes into the ceiling, right? Which isn't gonna happen. It's just gonna be hanging off this. And then when I move out, I can just pull the command strips out of here and it'll release the ceiling. So no damage, damageless kind of thing. And then I got some extra wire to cut. And then finally I got some sandalwood essential oil. And that's just for, yeah, making things smell good. So time for curtain and stuff test. So I got bed in the bag. I got this curtain and I gotta get it. It's like a closet organizer. I used to have one of these before, maybe not as high quality. And I won't have like a dresser. I'm not really into dressers. I prefer to hang everything. However, you can't specifically hang socks or underwear. This is sort of a dresser that hangs in the closet kind of thing. And hopefully I can get it back in this bag. Of course it comes in like different pieces. So these are sitting here. And then what happens when I drop? Okay, so it's another piece. Here's the hangers here. So I have a feeling it's going to be multiple pieces. No, it's all one piece. So it's like that. And it has these hooks. And I guess these are like shelves. See? And then it also comes with little organizers. I don't really much care for it. Looks like this. So it goes in. I guess those other things are for like holding it flat. I don't know how they go in there. Anyway, so it sits in there like that. Comes out like a drill. Hopefully I got some flat ones. It's not really... Yeah, okay, so empty ones. There's no like organizer bit in there. And then another one. So another empty one. So this one's probably good for socks. It's gonna be a little annoying. How many is that? 4, 8, 12. So 12 little sockets for socks. And then another thing that this guy does is it zips off. Oh, there's even a little mesh side bit here. And down here. It's quite large. It's like 6 of them. And again, more mesh on the side. Off. And it's 2 of them. Right, so there's another. So, hang in the closet. Close like this, right? There's 2 hangers there. Okay, that's enough of that. They only seem to have like a zipper on one side though, so shower curtain. This is going to be a pain to get back in here. These some chicken grommets here. It's all kind of key. has like a lead lining. This is actually a lot better. Not lead, but like a weighted line. I think it's magnetic. I don't see any cat damage. Everything looks good. Nice and big. Looks fine. Nothing too fancy about that. Just a microfiber shower curtain. Keep the water in the shower. I choose white because once it starts to get a little... And finally the bed in the bag. How am I doing for time here? 5 more minutes. This may be a little difficult. I might have to like save this one for tomorrow. I really can't though. I gotta get stuck. Okay. Yeah, no, this is vacuum packed, so I am not going to be doing this today. Yeah, the whole thing is vacuum packed, so not going to happen. Hopefully the refund policy will extend like a month, because a little early. Alright, so yeah, the bedding I can't do. I'm just gonna throw everything back in the big box. This essential oil, I didn't actually give it a sniff or make sure like the integrity of the bottle is okay. It does say sandalwood on the outside. The glass dropper has come intact. I'm gonna drop this down a little bit. So the glass dropper is intact, all good. They usually send you like an extra glass dropper just for dipping. And I like this brand, Hillq or something. Hikili. I can see it. Of course, my exposure. And then they send you like a little travel bottle. These are okay, but they're not really. It looks like there's something in there. What's in there? Gross. Oh, it doesn't smell like anything. Maybe that's just like an optical illusion. I think it's just an optical illusion. I'm sure it's quite dry. Yeah, it's just an optical illusion. Okay. And then the bottle itself is 100 milliliters. This stuff is crazy strong, so definitely have to be careful. I mean, this is pure essence, right, of something. In this case, sandalwood, which is one of my favorite scents. Probably my #1 favorite scents, and I don't play favorites. Oh, it's actually kind of nasty. Not at all what I expected. Maybe it's just because the lid's on, huh? It smells like soapy. I know it's supposed to be a soapy wood, but I prefer like this, the incense kind of smell. It smells clean though, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. There it is, definitely there. That smells really good. It smells like a soapy wood, very fresh wood. Yeah, so that's there. I must have just been smelling the lid. Okay, so all good. I'll call it here. I gotta tidy up and get up out of here. I mean, I don't even have time to tidy up, so I'm just gonna have to sit in this array whilst I head out. Yeah, like check out my website, JWPsite.com, for my social links, latest news and updates, and public offerings. If you'd like to help support what I do, you can find my GoFundMe by searching for JWP Fund. To hire me for mixing, mastering, instrumentals, or custom plugin work, I can be reached at jwpmas@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever makes you click, appreciated. Thanks for watching. Until next time.